This is the blueprint to level up 10 times faster than anyone else around you. If you follow this exact blueprint, you can very quickly re-engineer your mind, boost your confidence, focus, mental clarity. You can get in incredible shape, improve your overall health, start to move up at work so that you can make more money, and improve your overall relationships and quality of life. If you follow this exact blueprint, you can become literally unrecognizable in 90 days. How do I know? Because not only have I done this for myself, I've had thousands of clients that have experienced the same results. I went from the lowest point of my life, addicted to drugs, just gotten robbed, I was unhealthy, out of shape, 100K in credit card debt, selling cars, to 2 years later, fit, sober, healthy, making 7 figures, president of 10X Health, scaled that from 9 million to 50 million, and had a massively positive impact on tons of other people through the changes I had made. So here's the blueprint. It's very, very easy. If you guys want to level up more quickly than everyone else, the very first thing that you need to do is stop treating weekends like a vacation. 7 days are what you have in a week. Utilize all of them. Weekends are a scam. Stop checking out, stop going out, stop celebrating. You have nothing to celebrate yet. It's time to lock in. The next thing I want you to do is open up your Instagram feed and go to your Explore page. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is go to my Explore page. You see any titties on here? You see any bikinis? You see any OnlyFans girls? No, I don't have any of that in my feed. There's gym content, cars, golf, and business content. That's it. So press and hold any big titties bouncing up and then say not interested. Clean up your feed. I want you to mute stories and accounts from anybody who's not contributing to your goals. The next thing that you need to do is understand that success is subtractive. So you need to remove any vices from your life. Stop smoking weed, stop drinking, stop doing drugs. Stop hanging out with losers, fixed-minded, small-minded people. Stop going to the club, stop going to the bars. You need to analyze who are the people, places, and things that are in your life. And are they contributing to this life that you want? If they're not, you need to remove them, right? So now, we're operating 7 days a week. We're getting 2 extra days a week. We've started to clean up our social media and our inputs on a daily basis. And we're going to remove our vices and people, places, and things. The next thing that I want you to do is this. You're gonna create a daily routine of non-negotiables that you follow every single day. Same time, same order, no matter what's going on in your life. I don't care if you're sad, lonely, sore, traveling, heartbroken, tired, I don't give a shit. When you stop negotiating with your mind, when you start acting regardless of your emotional state or external environment, you will level up quicker than anyone else. So just pick a consistent wake-up time, early, consistent wake-up time, hydrate with some electrolyte salts, pray, meditate, go to the gym. Every single day. Do that for the next 90 days. Same time, same order, no excuses. If you can do that, you're gonna start to build this foundation. You're gonna start to prime your mind every day to become more resilient. You're gonna start to build confidence. Some beautiful things are gonna happen. Now that you have your foundation built, it's very important to define what does success look like. If you don't have a goal and you don't have a roadmap to get there, it's going to be very difficult to outperform your dick flopping in the wind, right? So let's define just your 1-year goals, very simply. What goals do you want to achieve personally, right? Let's say I want to be 190 pounds with a visible six-pack. I'm going to put that. It needs to be specific and measurable. I want to become a 4 or 5 ranking in tennis. I want to shoot a sub 80 score in golf, right? So I'm going to put my personal goals down and then my professional goals. Just pick an exact amount that you want to make for the year, right? Let's say you want to make $1 million a year, put that down. And then what you want your business to be doing or what kind of business you want to be running. Financially, what do you want to do with the money, right? You want to buy a watch, a car, take your family on vacation, invest in crypto. Personal, professional, financial goals, 1 year. Now I want you to take those goals and I want you to break them down into a 90-day sprint plan. You have 4 quarters throughout the year. And so if we break our goals down into 4 equal parts, we can start to define a 90-day sprint plan. What needs to happen in the next 90 days for me to substantiate my efforts in these goals? Most of your goals are going to be solved by following a very simple set of daily habits and then calendaring what you need to do to improve in these other areas, right? So for example, I'm just very simply going to follow my morning routine. I go to bed, and when I wake up, I pray, electrolyte, read, meditate, coffee, breakfast, walk, stretch, check my money accounts for business, get dressed, go to the gym. Then I have protein, shower, breakfast, prayer, and then I have my meetings blocked and time blocks for things that I need to improve on. So if that's a golf lesson or a tennis lesson or learning Spanish, whatever it is, you need to calendar it. Then, instead of your goals becoming some difficult thing to conceptualize that you're just wishing and hoping every day, you have an action plan that you follow. You're just following your calendar each and every day. The next thing you need to do is really get serious and say, what skills do I need to develop in order to achieve my goals? And then you're going to have to work on developing those skills. This is the most important part of the whole process. No amount of reading or watching YouTube or podcasts will develop your ability in a specific area. You must define daily practice in the area in which you want to improve. I became fluent in Spanish in 3 months. Was that from reading books and doing Duolingo? No, it was from speaking and practicing to those who spoke Spanish and asking for feedback and critique and correction as I said things incorrectly. I learned medicine, functional medicine, in 3 months. I went from zero medical knowledge to president of 10X Health in a year and a half. How did I do it? Every single day, I took what I was learning and I would speak it aloud to other people, tell them what I was learning, ask them for feedback, and then I would talk to the doctors and say, is this true? What did you learn? Constantly speaking what I learned. You cannot make something a working part of your mind without speaking it aloud. You must practice. You need to be rid of your fear of looking silly and looking stupid and failing. That fear is what's actually holding you back from leveling up quicker than anyone else. I also want you to start to understand, how do you learn? I have a very specific process of how I learn. I listen to podcasts and audiobooks, and the moment that I hear something that I like, I will go on Amazon and purchase the physical copy. When that book comes in, I will take pictures of the pages that I like. And at the end of the day, I will go back through my book page pictures and I will reread them over and over and over again. When I watch a YouTube video and I hear something that I like or a podcast, I replay the part that I thought interesting or potentially useful over and over and over, and I drill it into my mind. Once it's drilled into my mind, I will speak what I heard, either on a video or to someone that I know. That's how I'm going to make this information an applicable working part of my brain more rapidly than anyone else. The quickest way to learn information is to teach it. So take the information, make it relatable in your mind to something else, and then speak. Tell other people what you're learning. But when you tell them what you're learning, do not do it from the vantage point of, I know what I learned. Do it from the vantage point of, hey, this is what I'm learning. It's been interesting. Now that you're starting to develop your skill sets, you have to make sure, as you follow your daily non-negotiables, that you're developing your mindset. There's a couple perspectives that you need to understand. One, any challenges and problems that come along the way, those are gifts that are going to strengthen you. They're not roadblocks. They're not things that you should shy away from. Those are things that are going to strengthen you. Results are going to happen on God's time, not on your time. You can only control what you control, which is the action and the effort and your attitude that you put in on a daily basis. The results, again, will happen on God's time. Don't focus on anything outside of that. Stress and anxiety are going to occur. You need to welcome the stress. It will enhance you. And that anxiety, that means that you're locked in and you're focused. If you feel nervous or worried, have faith. So you have to develop this faith in God. When you start to develop all of these perspectives and these mindsets, and you have faith, and you're working on His timeline and not yours, and you start to develop your skill sets, you're going to become more confident. You're going to attract a better partner and better friends and a greater network, and opportunities are going to come your way that would have never come your way before. And all of a sudden you're going to make a little bit more money, and you're going to be in slightly better shape, and your health will improve, and you'll generally start to find contentment and fulfillment within. And in a very short amount of time, even within the first 6 to 8 weeks, you'll notice that you feel on fire if you just follow this very simple blueprint. Now, all you have to do from here is take these revenue generating skills that you're learning, and that should be your focus: sales, marketing, communication, leadership, copywriting, AI. Take these skills and implement them into your life. Ask ChatGPT, how do I utilize these skills? What type of job should I have? Right? How can I make money doing this? All day long, become a sponge. You need to become obsessed with your vision. If you can do this every single day, you will far surpass 99% of your peers. Most people are too busy scrolling, they're undisciplined, they're not developing themselves, they're celebrating, they're partying, they're escaping. Just follow this very simple blueprint that I laid out for you. And for any of you that want to improve more rapidly, that you want a mentor, you want guidance, you want a program to be laid out exactly, you want a way to track it, you want accountability, you want group calls, you want access to me, just click the link directly in this video to work with me, and I will help you become the most optimal version of yourself within the next 90 days. I love you all. Peace.